What's going on, everybody? Hello, Instagram. Welcome. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Spent some time with family and friends and ate some good food. Now we're back at it. Um, and we're excited. Today I'm going to show you guys how to find $1 million in deals. I'm going to share my screen. Instagram, you're not going to be able to see my screen share, but you're going to be able to get at least $1 million worth of information today, so you can get out there and learn how to find deals that are going to make you $1 million. Real estate is very simply a math equation. I was talking to somebody over the weekend. This guy is interested in real estate investing, and he. I'm going to move this just a little bit. Can we zoom out just a tad, Cat, please, on the camera? The guy is interested in real estate investing. He invests in stocks. He invests in cryptocurrencies. But when it came to real estate investing, keep going. When it came to real estate investing, it confused him, and he really just had analysis paralysis, and he was having trouble understanding the concepts of real estate investing. But it's a very simple and easy formula. We'll put it wherever you want, but it needs to be in the shot. It's just simple math. It's addition, it's subtraction, it's multiplication, and division. It's not a complex thing here. And if you follow a few simple rules when investing in real estate, you'll always make money, and you'll always be able to make a lot of money investing in real estate. So today I'm going to show you guys the formula when looking for deals to find $1 million in your deals. There we go. All right, so we're going to be looking at commercial real estate today. It's going to be very hard for you to go buy a single-family home in San Antonio, Texas, for example. That's ARV is $200,000, and even if you're buying it for $100,000, that deal is not going to make you $1 million quickly. Maybe it makes you $1 million with inflation and everything over the next, 50 years. Plus, who knows if it'll even do that. But we're going to be talking about commercial real estate and how to find commercial real estate deals that will make you $1 million. Because it's not going to happen with one single family home or one duplex. It's going to be very hard for you to buy a duplex that's worth $300,000 and make $1 million off of it quickly. So with commercial real estate, its value, the value of the property, is not based on what the commercial property next door sold for. It's based on what income this property is producing, the net operating income. And so if you're able to adjust and manipulate and increase the net operating income, then you can create $1 million worth of value pretty simply with commercial real estate deals. Like I said, not going to happen with a single family home. It's not going to happen with a duplex. It's not going to happen with a quadplex. In order for that quadplex, the triplex, the duplex, the single family home to gain $1 million worth of value, the only way that's going to happen is if that neighborhood in that area experiences extreme appreciation and gains that much value based on what people are willing to pay for the property. But it's not going to be based on the income that it provides. It's going to solely be based on what similar properties in the area are selling for. And, residential deals are good investments. We own a lot of them. However, they are capped with how much money they can make. And so are commercial deals to an extent, but you're in control of that net operating income. If you buy the deal right, you analyze it right, you execute the proper business plan, you can create $1 million worth of value in a deal in a short amount of time. You're not going to be able to do that with a single family home. So unless you're buying a $5 million home and you buy it for, I don't know, 3.5 million, and you put $500,000 into it, and then it's worth, I don't know, 5 million, then sure, you just created $1 million worth of value. But for the most real estate investors out there who are buying $100,000, $200,000, $350,000 single family homes, duplexes, quadplexes, you're not going to be able to create that value. But today I'm going to show you how to create $1 million, or how to find deals and look for deals that will make you $1 million. How to find deals that make you. Doesn't that sound good? Would it be valuable if you went out there and only found deals that made you $1 million? Today we're going to show you how to do it, and it's a simple formula. And then I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go through searching for some of these deals and quickly analyzing, how well they would do to make $1 million. So, all right, commercial real estate is valued based on the income that it provides. Now, they use markets and assets typically trade based on cap rates. A cap rate is the return that you would get on this property at this price if you bought it cash. So let's just say cap rate equals NOI, net operating income, divided by price times 100 to turn it into a percentage. So NOI divided by price times 100, turn it into a percentage, is your cap rate. So if we have net operating income of, let's say, $60,000 in NOI, and I pay $1 million for the deal, my price, what is my cap rate? My cap rate is going to be, anybody have the answer? Drop it in the comments. My cap rate is going to be, Kat, you know the cap rate? The cap rate, do you know the cap rate? 60,000 divided by, you can do it, simple math, just take off the zeros. What is 6 out of 100? What percent? Huh? Just say it, I can't hear you. The cap rate is 6. It's a 6 cap. So if you buy a deal for $1 million and it gives you $60,000 worth of net operating income, it means you're buying a 6 cap. Now, markets trade at cap rates typically. Since interest rates have been rising, cap rates have also been rising. Because as interest rates rise, you can no longer afford to pay what you could previously for deals. You have to pay a lower price. So price and cap rates they have an inverse relationship. So as the cap rate goes up, the price goes down, assuming NOI remains the same and the constant in the formula here. Like I said earlier, real estate is just a math problem. It's a very simple math problem. It's not rocket science. You don't have to be a genius to figure it out. Me and Matt are not the smartest guys in the world. A lot of real estate guys, they're not, I don't know, PhDs or the highest IQ. We got some street smarts. We know how to put deals together, and we know how to seize value, and that's it. And the formula to find $1 million in a deal is a very simple math formula. So the NOI divided by the sales price equals the cap rate. So markets trade based on cap rates. Like here in Austin, historically, we're at like a 4.5, 5 cap, depending on what you're buying. Lower cap rate for Class A assets, higher cap rate for properties that aren't in great condition, need a lot of work, ton of deferred maintenance. C-class properties and worse neighborhoods in Austin. But historically speaking, Austin's going to be around a 4.5, 5 cap. San Antonio, Texas may sell at like a 6 cap, 7 cap, maybe. Dallas, probably similar to Austin. Houston, probably a little bit higher than Austin and Dallas. So different markets trade at different cap rates. Better the market, more secure a market, more demand for a market, lower the cap rate. So it's important that you know what properties trade for in your area. We, in the market that you're investing in, we are buying a shopping center in Pace, Florida right now. And we're buying a shopping center in Pace, Florida right now. And we are walking into that at a 9.3 cap rate. And so when I'm negotiating this deal and I'm talking to the seller and he tells me, here's his NOI, here's what he wants, I'm doing the math. All right, it's a 9.3 cap as is right now today. I thought, well, that's pretty good. With a 9.3 cap, I can go get 8% debt on the deal and we will cash flow. If he wanted to sell at a 6.5 cap and we had to go get 8% debt on the deal, we'd either A, have to put down a lot more money on the property in order to get the cash flow, or B, it would not cash flow at all and we'd be losing money. We probably wouldn't even be able to get a loan on the deal. So very quickly I knew, all right, 9.3 going in day one. This is pretty good. Now, is it good for Pace, Florida? I don't know. I don't know Pace, Florida. I didn't at the time. I knew that if I found a 9.3 cap here in Austin, it would be an amazing deal, no matter what the asset is. Anywhere in Austin, if I can find a 9.3 cap, we're doing pretty good with this deal, and we're going to make it work some way, and we're going to make a lot of money on it. Now, in Pace, Florida, I was unfamiliar on how good of a cap this was for Pace, Florida. For all I know, Pace, Florida trades at 10 caps, right? And if Pace, Florida historically trades at a 10 cap, then coming in at a 9.3 means that I don't have that great of a deal. I need to be at least a 10 in order for me to be paying market value. But ideally, I want to be higher than that. But I found out that Pace, Florida historically trades at like a 7.5 cap rate. When times are doing good and the market's doing good, 7. And so now he wants to sell at a 9.3 cap. So if I know the cap rate of a market, then I have one piece of information that's going to help me figure out what deals are going to make me $1 million. Because this is what we're looking for here. This cap right here, right? So let me show you the formula for $1 million. It's going to switch up just a little bit. Formula. Make sure you write this down and take notes. Formula for $1 million. All right, so back to math. What do we want to figure out? We want to find out what is going to make me $1 million, right? So what divided by what equals $1 million? I told you guys, just simple math. So if I know that a market is going to trade at a 7% cap rate to equal $1 million, create $1 million worth of value. This is the cap rate, 0.07. That's percentage. I need to figure out how much net operating income I need to increase with this property divided by this cap rate to equal $1 million. Does anybody know what NOI I need in order, what I need to raise the NOI by with this deal that I buy in order for me to create $1 million worth of value if the market trades at a 7 cap? Kat, do you know this answer? How much NOI do I need to create? How much do I need to raise the NOI to create $1 million worth of value if the market trades at a 7 cap?
From the 60?
Huh?
From the 60?
No. From here down.
70.
70? Is that a guess or do you know?
70,000.
Why 70,000?
Because 60,000 is a 6 cap for 1 million, so you need 70,000.
Yeah. Good job. So I know if a market trades at a 7 cap, then I need to raise the NOI by $70,000 in order to create $1 million worth of value. Does anybody not understand this formula here? So if I create $70,000 worth of value here, or worth of NOI, sorry. Now, you can do that in many ways, right? Like maybe with our shopping center, we're passing back expenses to the tenants, raising the NOI, we're raising the rents, therefore raising the NOI. And it's not impossible. Over 12 months, I need to raise the income of the property by $5,800 a month in order to create $1 million worth of value in a market that trades at a 7 cap. So, like I said, we raise the NOI by $70,000. If I take that and divide it by the cap rate of that market, 0.07, it creates $1 million worth of value. It's just a very simple formula. Does anybody have questions on what I'm going over right here? Can you read me any questions we got? So let's see. 70,000. This is for a 7 cap. 7 cap market. No questions? All right, so 70,000, divide that by 12 equals $5,800 a month, right? Oops. 58.33, I think it was. So I need to increase the monthly income by $5,833 a month. Now, if I'm buying a, let's just say I'm buying a 50-unit apartment complex. 5833 times 12, yeah, that's 70. 5833 divided by, let's say, a 50-unit apartment complex example. 50-unit apartment. So 5833 divide that by 50 units equals $116. So that means that if I can find a 50-unit apartment complex and I can raise the rent on each unit by $116, then I have just created $1 million worth of value with this property simply by going to the tenants and telling them, hey, your rent this year is going to be $116. By doing that, I've raised the NOI by $5,833 a month or $70,000 a year. And if I do that in a market that trades at a 7 cap by creating an additional $70,000 worth of net operating income, then I have just created $1 million worth of value with this property by just raising the rents by 116 bucks. If, for example, I have a 32 unit apartment complex, 5833 divided by 32 equals what? 5833 divided by 32. That means I have to raise the rents by $182 a month. All 50 units, 182 bucks a month. Then I have just created $70,000 worth of annual NOI. And in a market that trades at a 7 cap, I have just created $1 million worth of value by simply just doing that. We have no questions at all. All right, so then what are we looking for? All right, so I'm looking for deals. What to look for? Number one, you're looking for deals. You're looking for if the market trades at a 7 cap, you're looking for an additional $70K. If you can just raise the NOI by $70,000, then you made $1 million bucks. So I'm looking for under rented, adding value. I'm looking for opportunity to create this $70K worth of NOI. Now, with a like our shopping center, our strip mall that we're buying, there's only 9 tenants in the building. So, in order to create that extra $5,800 a month divided by 9, it means I got to raise each tenant's rent by $648. It's all blurry. $648 per month, and I've created an additional $70K worth of NOI, and therefore $1 million worth of value in a market that trades at a 7 cap. So the smaller the building, the smaller the asset, the more you have to raise the rents or pass back the expenses across the tenant base. But the bigger the building, the bigger the asset, the less you have to do. Because like the 50 unit apartment, we only have to raise the rent, I think it was 115 bucks per unit. For a 32 unit, I have to raise it 168. For a 9 unit strip mall, I have to raise it 648 bucks a month. So the smaller the building, the more you have to raise it. The larger the building, the less you have to raise it per tenant. Does that make sense? Pretty simple, right? All right, Kat. So how do you find $1 million worth of value in a property?
Making sure the cap rate is good.
Are you guys paying attention?
I'm working.
You're looking for a few things.
Opportunity.
Yeah. You're looking for, in a 7 cap market, you're looking for an additional $70K. So with a 50 unit apartment complex, you're looking for the opportunity to raise the rents by 114 bucks per tenant. 32 unit apartment complex, you're looking for the opportunity to raise 168 bucks per tenant, per door. For a 9 unit shopping center, you're looking for the opportunity, a strip mall, you're looking for the opportunity to raise 648 bucks per tenant. So you're just looking to create that value by raising the net operating income. You understand?
How do you justify to your tenants about the raising rent?
Well, Kat's question was, how do you justify to your tenants about raising the rent? Well, like I said, you're looking for things that are either A, under rented, so it's not hard to justify being far below market rents. when the apartment next door is renting out for $1,500 and your apartment is renting out for $900. They're both similar properties, similar condition, but yours is about 40% less than theirs is, then it's pretty easy to justify that. And even if you raise it by $115, you're not even raising it to the full market rent, but you're working to push the rents up to market, right? So you're looking for things that are under rented. Maybe you're adding value, like with our strip mall in Pace, Florida. They are under rented. The owner is paying some of the triple net expenses that the tenant should be paying. And what we're going to do is add some value. So we're going to go into the property. We're going to fix the parking lot. We're going to get them new signage. We're going to replace the roof. And then go to the tenants and tell them we need to raise the rents. And as a benefit of doing so, we're going to take care of the building. We're going to make it nicer. Your customers are going to like it. Your business is going to thrive. So therefore justifying the rental increase. And they're also not even at market. So that's how you do it, is you add value to the property. You look for things that you don't have to do anything to it and simply just go to the tenants and say, hey, we're going up to market rents. You've been under rented for the last 10 years. You know, Miss Jones, she didn't operate this property like she should have. She didn't really care if you paid late. She didn't charge you late fees. She let you pay 50% of market rents. We got a new owner now. We're going to take care of the property. We're going to do things for you guys, but we need rents to be up at market rents. And so that's how you go about doing it. So let's see what we can find here. Any questions from anyone? Negative? All right, I'm going to share my screen. Give me one moment. Let's hop on CoStar.
I can move this closer if you don't need to share that anymore.
Just leave it. It's fine. We're good. And it's good. 637.
So what's up, man? I want to get into wholesaling.
Come on, get into wholesaling. You should come to the Entrepreneur Real Estate Workshop in Dallas. December 1st and 2nd, this Friday and Saturday. Kat, can you put the link in the chat there? Why? Just type it in. TREcommunity.com/REWS. We'll see you this weekend in Dallas, and we'll get you started wholesaling. All right, let me share my screen here. All right, we're on CoStar. Hopefully you guys can see this. All right, so we're in CoStar. CoStar is a software that has for sale, for lease, commercial properties. It also has off-market data for commercial real estate owners. And today we're looking for $1 million. So let's see if we can find a deal pretty quickly that has the potential to make $1 million. Someone put in the chat. Someone tell me what state we should look in. What state should we look in? Give me a state. Give me a state that we should look in. Does not have to be Texas. All right, let's choose Maryland. Okay, let's look in Maryland. Maryland's a small state. We got to see what they have available. All right, let's change our filters here. Let's look for a minimum of an 8% cap rate in Maryland. And property type, we'll just leave it as is. Let's look in Baltimore. What do we got here? These are all 8 caps for sale in Baltimore. So this one, storefront retail. Let's look for one with a little bit of scale. 18 unit apartments. So y'all do the math. If Maryland and Baltimore, Maryland trades at a 7 cap, which I don't know if it does or not, but if it does trade at a 7 cap, probably sounds about right. And I have 18 units and I'm wanting to create $1 million worth of value. That means I need to make an extra $5,800 a month. So for 18 units, it means that I need to be able to raise the rents by $324 a month. Timberly, we're already in Maryland. So let's look at this this 33,000 square foot warehouse. $5,800 a month times 12, $70K a year, divided by 33,411 means that I need to raise the rent on this warehouse by $2 a square foot. Oh, I lost it. Where'd you go, warehouse? I need to raise the rents on this by $2 a square foot per year. Where'd it go? Let's see what this thing is. All right, it's for sale for $1.5 million. It last sold in 2006 for $900,000. Who's the tenant here? No tenant information. I wonder if this was occupied by the owner. It looks vacant potentially. Okay, it might be vacant, which is possible. And it's saying that it sells for a 10 cap. Yeah, at least 48,000 square foot. Let's see. When does this lease end? Move in. I'm not sure if there's a tenant in here or not. Not sure if there's a tenant in here or not. But if it does lease for, if it is actually selling at a 10 cap at 1.5 million, then what is the NOI that they're saying you're getting here? Well, if it's selling at a 10 cap and it's selling for $1.5 million, they're saying that you are going to get $150,000 of annual net operating income. Now, here's some market conditions. Let's see here. Here is a document. Remember, all I have to do is raise the rents $2 a square foot to create that $70K worth of NOI. Industrial. Lease comps. So lease comps are coming in anywhere from $8.50 down to $5 a foot. Let's say that this was rented out for, I don't know, $5 a foot. And I wanted to come in here and make $1 million on this deal. I would need to raise the rents to $7 a foot in order to get my extra $70K worth of net operating income. Let's see if we can find some multifamily though. I've never looked in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's see what else we can find. 23 unit apartments. Okay, I like that. 1 unit, 40,000 square feet, 7 units, 6 units, 6 units, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. We're looking for a little scale here. Looking for some scale. Okay, so the best I've seen so far is where was it? It was like 20 something units. Where'd it go? 23 units. All right, remember that, Alex. 23 units, 18 units, 57. All right, we'll go to the 23 units. All right, so let's look at this one. 23 unit apartment complex. These are like little row house style. This is pretty cool. Look at these apartments. Okay, 23 units. All right, so if I want $1 million and Baltimore trades at a 7 cap, I need to create that extra $70K worth of NOI, right? Divided by 12 is $5,800 a month. Divided by 23 units. Is that what this is? 23 units. That means I need to raise the rents by $250 a month. Now, is it possible? I don't know. Let's see where they rent it at. It's currently selling at a 9.39 cap rate, according to them. Let's look at the cash flow sheet. All right, so total monthly income is $18,500. Market rents are $20,125, according to this sheet here. So $20,125 minus the $18,500 that they're renting it out for. Y'all see where I'm at here? From 805 to 875. So there's not a whole lot of room there. They're saying that I can raise the rents by $70. So $70 times 23 times 12 only gives me an extra $19,000 worth of NOI a year. Now, if, for example, this was rented out at $600 a month and I could raise the rents to $875, that would get me to my $1 million worth of value created by raising the rents. All right, so not going to work with this one. Let's see what else we can find. Looking for $1 million. There's nothing more exciting than looking for $1 million. Sorry, Maryland. I want to move to a different city. I don't want to look in Maryland anymore. Let's look in. Timberly said Tennessee. Arizona. All right, let's look in Arizona. What is this? Phoenix? All right, drugstore. As you can see, there's no multifamily selling for an 8+ cap rate here. Okay, it's because Arizona doesn't, Phoenix, Arizona, maybe sells for, I assume Phoenix is probably similar to Austin. So let's look for a minimum of a 5 cap. All right, we got a lot more here. Let's change our property type to multifamily, and let's put minimum units at 50. All right, so we're down to 3. All right, we got a mobile home park. I like to see that. Let's look at this in a minute. 52 units. We've got 50-unit apartment complex, and we've got a 238-unit mobile home park. I like to see that as well. Now, how easy would it be to create $1 million worth of value? 70. And by the way, Phoenix, let's just assume Phoenix is going to trade at like a 5 cap, as we just saw here. Maybe like a 5.5 right now, 6 cap. So in that case, I only need to raise the rents by $60,000 in the 6 cap market, in order to create $1 million worth of value. So $60,000 divided by 12 is $5,000 a month, divided by 238 units. Oops. 60,000, $5,000 divided by 238 units in mobile home park. All I have to do is simply raise the rents by $21 a month for all 238 units, and boom, $1 million worth of value is created. If I raise the rents by $100 on 238 units, it means we created $5 million worth of value. Is it possible to raise these rents by, and this is selling at a 9.4 cap, supposedly. Let's go $15,000 a unit, 9.4 cap, so they say. 238 units. What is going on here? 238 units, 259,000. Probably want to call this broker and get some more information. It looks like they're just selling a 3 condo portfolio. I don't know. We're not looking at that. Let's look at this mobile home park, 52 units. Indian Trailer Park is the name of it. All right. 11,000 a unit. Looks like they wow, they created some value here. So it last sold in April of 2012 for $675,000, $11,000 a door, and now they're going to sell it at $115,000 a door, $6 million, 6.82 cap rate, and they're looking to get their 10x return. It's not bad. It's about $500,000 a year in value that these guys have created if they get that price there. If they would have sold this in 2021, I bet you they get a higher price and more money per year. But these guys have created at least, if it sells at this price, they've created at least $500,000 a year worth of value by operating this thing. So here's our income, total income. We got 266. Here's all of our expenses. All right. Repairs and maintenance, labor, insurance, landscaping, city, water, sewer, trash, utilities. Geez, you get charged taxes on your utilities in Phoenix. Meter reading, other, management fee. All right. Doesn't look like we're missing that much of the expenses here. So we got our NOI at 177,594. They want to sell at $6 million, right? This is 20. Yeah, it'd be good to see an updated one. This goes through March of 2023. But this is only a 2.9 cap. So I don't know where they're getting the 6 cap that they have here, but they're trying to sell it at a 3 cap. So if they want to sell it at $6 million at a 6 cap, then that means that let's just call it 7. That means we should be getting about $420,000 worth of net operating income, $420,000. And then in order to create $1 million worth of value, then we just simply need to raise the rents by $70,000 a year, raise the NOI by $70,000, divided by 12, 58, 33, divided by 52 units. That means I got to figure out a way. Phoenix. I got to figure out a way to go in there and raise rents by $112 And if I'm able to do that per unit and maybe pass back some of the expenses to the tenants, or at least just raise the rent by $112 per slot per mobile home, then boom, $1 million worth of value created like that. Now, is it possible with this one? I don't know. This is where the negotiations come in. This is where I give the broker a call. This is where we call them and start working the deal, and we figure out, how we can start making money on this deal. Is it possible to make $1 million on this deal? I'll tell you, raising 52 unit rents by $100 is not going to be that hard, especially if they are under rented and we just want to push them up. $100 a month is not a lot, right? So that's what you're looking for. That's how you go out and you find $1 million in these deals. Next steps on what I would do to accomplish this is I would give the broker a call and I would start negotiating it. We don't have time to do that today, but I'll tell you when we do have time for it is the Entrepreneur Real Estate Workshop, December 1st and 2nd, this Friday and Saturday. We're almost there. For all you who don't like to make decisions until the last minute, you don't want to plan things 3, 4, 5, 7 weeks ahead, and you only want to plan a couple days ahead, now's your time. Go to trecommunity.com/REWS, grab your ticket to the Entrepreneur Real Estate Workshop, spend 2 full days doing this with me and Matt and the other entrepreneurs there at the event. We're going to be analyzing deals live. We're going to be doing stuff just like this for 2 full days. And there's going to be 2 networking events, Friday and Saturday in the evening from 7 to 9 p.m. We're going to have you bring deals. We're going to analyze the deals. We're going to help you put your deals together live for 2 full days. This Friday, this Saturday, December 1st and 2nd, trecommunity.com/REWS. Grab your ticket today if you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. I don't know when we're going to have another one. I had one lady say, I'm just going to wait till you come do an event in California. I was like, well, you're going to be waiting for forever. I don't know if we'll ever do one in California. So if you want to get started today, you're sick and tired of, waiting and waiting for the right time and waiting for us to come to California, just get your ass to Texas, Dallas, Texas, December 1st and 2nd, and we'll see you there. Oh, hey, by the way, if you take advantage of it this week, 50% off, use coupon code TREDFW at checkout, trecommunity.com/REWS, coupon code for Cyber Monday, TREDFW for 50% off. We're